Welcome to the winter Qigong in connection with the element water. This element is connected with our bladder and kidney meridians in our body. To begin the practice for today, find a nice quiet space where you won't be disturbed. If you are indoors, then barefoot. If you are outdoors and it's warm, barefoot, otherwise whatever is comfortable for you. And first connect with the soles of your feet into the ground. Spread your toes wide apart. And then gently bend your knees so that you can endure standing for almost an hour. If you need to come out of this position at any time and just shake yourself, feel free to do that. Tip your pelvic bone slightly towards your nose so that you give length and space to your lower back. Lower your shoulders, lifting your chest, your arms hanging beside your body. Your chin is slightly turned down towards your breastbone so that you have length in your neck. And close your eyes and breathe through your nose in and out, giving your breath the gift of length. And when you are ready, you can begin with awakening your chi. As you inhale, raise your arms to about the height of your shoulders. And as you exhale, lower. Combine your movements with your breath. Your hands are relaxed, your elbows are relaxed, your wrists are relaxed. It's almost as if your arms are floating up as you inhale and floating back down as you exhale. And imagine your body growing as you inhale within, as your arms reach up, and letting go and sinking back down as you exhale. Feel free to close your eyes and just feel this moment, this movement. This is helping you to find your inner peace and your quiet, finding your beautiful garden within you. And then bring your hands down to rest, as if you're holding something below your belly button, the palms of your hands in the direction of your lower belly. The next exercise is called the dance of the water plants. And here imagine that you have now transformed into an underwater plant. The soles of your feet are the roots of this plant, your body the stem, and your arms are swaying back and forth with the tide. With the power, the gentle power of the element water. A very cleansing and healing element. Just move your arms, let you be carried by the tide of life. And here your spine is receiving a gentle massage from the sideways movement. Your knees are still soft. There is softness in your hips. Allow your arms to lower and raise at your own pace. When your arms have arrived below your belly button again, just pause here for a moment and prepare for the next exercise called the swimming dragons. Here you place the palms of your hands together and they remain pressed together. And this sideways movement with the swimming dragons now becomes more pronounced. So you're going to feel more of an opening in your side body, in your ribs. And you can decide how deep you dive down with the dragons, who are very happy to have this freedom and movement and be swimming in the water. Keep your back long as you descend with the dragons into the water. Keep pressing the palms and enjoy this sideways movement in your ribs. The water element is one of the most powerful elements that we have. It is the only element that has so many faces, for want of a better word. It has power in its adaptability. When it's frozen, it can split rocks. When it's liquid, it can find its way anywhere. And it can also have the form of being a vapor, a gas. Very powerful element and very calming at the same time. And slowly bring yourself back to center, but let it just resonate with you, this movement. We've been just swaying, so everything's swinging inside. Just prepare yourself, come to a moment of stillness, just feel the energy moving within you, and prepare for the next exercise. Looking to the sky. Inhale. Keep your index finger and your thumb together. And you inhale, raise your hands above your head. And I want you to bend your knees, tip your pelvic bone forward, press your belly button to your spine and exhale. Then lower the hands, circle the arms to the outside, shoulders down, shoulder blades together. And do the same again with your pelvic bone, tipping your belly button in. And then bring your fingers and thumbs together again. Inhale, raising. Exhale, looking up to the sky, tipping your pelvic bone forward, sitting down, crunching, holding your breath for a moment. Lower the hands, circle the back of the hands, open the hands to the side, bring the elbows to the side, and again, sit down a bit lower, tuck your pelvic bone forward, crunch. And then bring the fingers and thumbs together. So we're inhaling, lifting and looking, exhaling, sitting and crunching. Inhaling, lowering the hands, circling the backs of the fingers, opening the hands to the side, and again, tucking your tailbone in, crunching, bring your belly button to your spine. Inhale and exhale. So really focusing on your lower back with these 2 times of tucking your tailbone in. Very powerful movement. Opening up the back of your body. This is where your bladder meridian is running from the head all the way down along the side of your spine down to your feet. A very long meridian, the bladder meridian. And the human body is just as adaptable as the element water. We put demands on our body to adapt to all that we expose it to daily. And the next time your hands are down, hold them here for a moment. And just feel. Close your eyes and just feel within. Then turn the palms towards the ground and rotate both hands to your right. And as you inhale, lift, doing a big, beautiful arc. We're drawing an arc. And as you exhale, lower on the left and slowly circle back with your hands, palms down, back to the right. Inhaling, lifting to the left, exhaling, lowering down to the left, and circling with your hands about the height of your hips, or your pubic bone back to start. Inhaling and exhaling. This is symbolizing the power of water, the power of winter. Like there are big storms that can come with so much power. And the stillness as your hands lower and you circle back calmly. So a nice rotation for your spine. Arms, shoulders, mobilizing. And when the next time your arms are below your belly button, stay here. Feel the energy. And we'll slowly begin on the other side. Turning the palms of the hands towards the ground, rotating the upper body to your left. And as you inhale, powerfully swing the arms up to the right side, lowering as you exhale, and circle back to the left. Powerful arc. Drawing a beautiful arc with your arms and your upper body. Feeling your power and your stillness within you. So as I said, the water element in Gong is connected with our bladder and kidney meridians, and these are amongst the longest of the meridians in our body, beginning at our head and ending at our toes. So the bladder meridian is on the back of our body, the back side, and the kidney meridian is found on the front side of our body. For the next exercise, we're going to be using the healing sound, chewy. And when you vocalize it, it sounds like this, chewy. It's a beautiful sound. When you have a lot of people doing it, it literally sounds like the sound of the waves crashing. So we will be using this sound for the next exercise. Exercise is called carrying the lotus blossom to your heart and balancing the chi of your kidneys with the healing sound, chewy. As you inhale, raise your arms above your head, bring your hands together, and now curl in your index finger. The thumb and the other three fingers stay up. This is your symbolized lotus flower. Inhale, raise, bring the hands behind your head and step forward with your left foot. The heel is on the ground, toes up. And as you stroke down, you do the chewy. Stroke the outer edge of your hands to the kidneys, around the back and forward again, collecting. And bring your foot and your hands back. I will explain that again. Inhale, lifting. Bring the hands together and just tuck in the index finger. This is your symbolic lotus flower. Thumb and the other three fingers stay long. Inhale again, stroke the back of your head and the back of your body. Right foot comes forward, toes up, and the chew. Give everything away that you don't need. Throw it up in front of you. Bring the hands back, circling with the outer edge of your hands, the ribs, and collect your newfound energy. Bring your foot and your hands back to start. Inhale, raise your hands. Exhale, lotus flower, lowering it to your heart. Inhale, raise your hands. Bring your hands behind you, stroke the back of your body, the left foot forward, and give everything up with a chui, as long as deep as you can. Circle the hands, stroking the side of your kidneys, bringing them forward, collecting that new energy, and coming back to start. Inhaling. Exhaling, bring the lotus flower to your heart. Inhaling, raising, stroke the back of your head. Keep your eyes open with a healing sound. Stroke your ribs, where your kidneys are. Bring the hands forward and bring everything back to your middle. Bring the lotus flower to your heart. Inhaling, the left foot is coming forward again. We always start with the left and finish with the right. Inhaling, raising. Exhaling, bring the lotus flower to your heart. Inhale, raise, stroking the back of your head, the back of your body, extending the right leg forward. Healing sound, stroking the kidneys, collecting your energy, your chi, and bringing it back to your center. And when you've brought the right leg back, when you're done with the right side, come back into the position where we have a little break and feel our body, feel your stand. Do you need to change anything? Now is the moment. And prepare for the next exercise to go your own way. Begin with the left hand, raising it so it's at the height of your face, looking towards the palm, rotating to the right side, where you then lower down and do a half circle back to start. So we started at the left, went over to the right, bent down, rotated back to the left and rolled up. Bring the hand back in front of your face, lower that hand, and as your left hand lowers, the right hand begins. Elbow lower than the shoulder, from right to left, slowly. As you exhale, bend down. You can have your legs bent, your knees bent, or your legs straight, whatever feels better for you. Try both variations. Rolling up on the right side. You return on the side that you started, and then bring the right hand in front of you, lowering it. And before it reaches the bottom, the left hand finds its position, and you go from left to right. So this is a wonderful stretch for the back, the lower back, upper thigh, the backs of the legs. This is all the bladder meridian. You can have your eyes closed as you perform this particular exercise. And just feel, you can feel better when your eyes are closed. Feel what's happening in your body as you perform these movements, this motion, rolling up. Coming back to center. Right hand lowers, the left hand begins to rise. We go from left to right. And when you've arrived at the right side, come down to the outside of your foot and do a half circle over the ground, back to the left side, rolling up. Back to center, the right hand. The left hand again. This is a beautiful motion. You could almost come into a gentle trance with this, just having your eyes closed. Just allowing yourself to let go and bring stillness in your mind. Sometimes little thoughts come in your head that make you giggle. It's okay. It's normal. It's human. And then lower the right hand, raising the left hand, and we rotate the upper body, keeping the knees soft to the right, and we lower ourselves with the upper body onto the right side, outside of your foot, circling back and raising yourself onto the left side. The left hand lowers and the right hand begins. And then, when your right hand is back to start, come into the position where we just take a moment to reflect and feel with your palms facing your lower body. If there needs to be any readjustment, do this now. Then step the left foot slightly further forward, straight in front. And with the first inhalation, bring the backs of the hands forward. And then sweep the hands back and then bring the palms forward and back. This exercise is called unifying heaven, humans and earth, or rather bringing heaven, humans and earth together. As the hands come forward, you are exhaling. As the hands come back, you are inhaling. When the hands come forward, you lower that left toe. And as you inhale, you lift the toes. So your body weight is kind of pivoting forward and back with this motion. And if you can imagine, you are standing in still water and you're wanting to make it completely still, no ripples, like your mind, trying to make your mind quiet. When you've done this a few more times, just inhaling and exhaling. This is your lowest dantian. Bring the hands behind and then forward. Now we come to the level of your heart. Humans. The first level was the earth. This is the human level where your heart is. Inhaling and exhaling as you push, as if you're pushing the curtains aside. The elbows are down, lower than the shoulders. When your hands come back, you're opening the whole front area, the whole chest area. And then lower the hands behind you, scooping up. And then we come to the level of the heavens, reaching up. And as you lower, swing your arms back and up, raising your toes. And as you raise your arms up, I want you to raise the heel. This is the only time you will raise the heel. Swinging back and reaching up and extending, stretching the front body. This is your kidney meridian, the front side. And as you lower down and bend over and swing your arms up, that is your bladder meridian. Inhale, lifting, filling your lungs. And exhale, bringing everything down to the earth. And there we bring heaven, humans and earth together. Raising the toes, that leg stays pretty straight. The other leg, the supporting leg, is bent, the knee is bent, and then raising the heel as you lift up to the sky. And then bring that left leg back and lower the arms slowly back to start. We take a second here to feel the difference between your left side and your right side. And then step with the right leg, the right foot forward. Bring the back of the hands forward for the first one, inhaling as you bring the hands back, exhaling forward. So again, imagine you're standing in water, about hip deep in water. You just want to calm any ripples. Like trying to calm your mind, bringing stillness. Just envisage standing in still, clear water. As the hands come forward, you lower your toes. And as your hands come behind you, raise your toes. And then scoop the hands behind you and we come to the level of the heart. So here the elbows stay low as you bring the hands behind you, keeping the shoulders down, feeling that opening up in your chest area. Remembering to raise your toes as you bring your hands forward. Then scoop the hands behind and raise and we come to the heavens, to the sky. Extending up to the sky as you inhale and bowing down low, lifting your toes as you exhale. Inhaling, lifting, stretching, opening up your front body and raising that right heel. As you exhale, raising the toes. Connecting heaven, humans, and the earth. Bring them all together within you. Try not to do it too fast, otherwise you might end up getting a bit dizzy. When you're done, lower your hands and come once again into this resting position where you can just feel now the energy in your body. If you need to correct any item of clothing, go ahead. And now prepare yourself for the next exercise. The dog wags its tail and looks to the moon. So inhale, raise your arms sideways up above your head. Bring your palms onto your thighs, bending your knees, keeping your back long. And look over your left shoulder. Exhale back to center. Stroke the insides of your legs. Bend your knees, roll up. Bring your arms with you. And lower your hands as you exhale. Inhale, raise your hands up. Then bring the palms as you bend your legs onto your thighs. Keep your back long and now twist and look over your right shoulder. Stroke your legs on the inside back to your feet, rolling up as you inhale. And as you exhale, lower your hands. Inhaling, lifting. Exhaling, bringing your hands to your palms. Inhale, looking over that shoulder behind you up to the moon. The left shoulder. Exhale, stroking back down. Inhale, rolling up. And exhale, letting your arms sink back down to start. And you kind of just let everything go and release. Inhaling. Exhale, come down, hands on your thighs. And now look over your right shoulder to the moon. Exhale, releasing, stroking the insides of your legs and up. As you inhale, and lower the hands as you exhale. Continue this, alternating the sides, the shoulder you look over. The water element, or people of this element, are also often labelled the seekers. The physical traits and personality of a person under this element tend to have bodies that store water, and therefore they have a generous build. They are graceful of movement and have very fluid, graceful way to move their body. This person loves to be alone. This is how they rejuvenate and recover. They love close proximity to water. Could be a lake, river, the ocean, the sea. And they have a wish to understand life and love to philosophize. Perhaps you know someone who fits this description. The active time for your bladder is between 3 and 5 p.m. and the active time for your kidneys is between 5 and 7 p.m. And the time between 3 and 5 p.m, if you could squeeze this into your day, is the time where you should look to try and incorporate a 15-minute, 20-minute power sleep into your day to rejuvenate. The bladder is responsible for the transport of energy, decomposition and elimination energy, and the kidneys are responsible for the storage, transformation and storage of energy. Remembering to tuck your chin in and roll up. And come back to your center for a moment. Come back to your middle. Any readjustments? Do you need to shake your legs or just readjust anything? Do that now. And prepare yourself for the next exercise, absorbing the sunlight. So you make an energy ball. The left hand is up, the right hand is below, and then you pull this apart. And then the left hand taps your head 3 times, and the right hand, you're pressing your little finger and a thumb together, taps the point where your kidneys are 3 times, and then you make a big circle so that the right hand is above and the left hand is below, and you stop at an energy circle. Pull this energy apart, a diagonal stretch. The right hand is now bringing the sunlight into the crown of your head, and the left hand, you press the thumb and the little finger together. This is your bladder and kidney point. And then circle after 3 times. The left arm is now above and the right hand is below, finishing at an energy ball. And again, you pull that apart. Now the left hand brings sunlight to the crown of your head. The right hand with a thumb and baby finger, pinky finger pressed together, bring energy to your kidneys. Circling, inhaling. And as you exhale, let everything go and bring the hands together. Inhale, lift the hands, diagonal stretch, left hand, thumb and little finger pressed together. And bring that sunlight into your body, into every cell of your being. When you've done that 3 times, release, circle, so that the left hand is above and the right hand is below. Energy ball. Expand. The left hand brings the light to the crown of your head. The right hand, thumb and pinky finger press together, bringing energy to your kidneys, circling as you inhale and bringing the hands together as you exhale. Continue in this way. And as you bring that sunlight to your head and your hand to your lower back, you are slightly bending your knees and tucking your tailbone in. When you finish with the right side, bring the hands back to the position, the in-between position where we just feel and reflect. And the next exercise is the dance of the snowflake. So you bring your right hand to your hip, the left foot does a small bow-like step to the front. Then your the left hand does this beautiful dance. You can really do whatever you like here. It's a free move here. Just raising the hand and letting the snowflakes fall in front of you. Long fingers, delicately dancing. My fingers were literally frozen on that day. I'm actually amazed I could still move them. And just wave your fingers, doing this dance of the snowflakes, element water, as they fall down to the earth. Inhaling as you raise your hand and exhaling as you let your hand float back down. And then bring the hands back. That's a very short pause, and change sides. Again, just letting the arm lower like a gentle curved dance on the way down. And then inhaling as you raise and exhaling as you lower that hand. So we started with the left and then we changed to the right. And then bring your right hand back. And we come once again into the ground position. And now we collect the ocean of chi. As you inhale, you circle your lower arms only. As you exhale, lower. Inhale, raising the lower arms. Exhaling lower, as if you're bathing yourself in water, just like from your shoulders downwards. Or even, you could even splash some on your face as the hands go down. Now focusing on your middle, collecting your chi. And if you were out in nature like me, then there were passers-by and observers, and yes, try not to be distracted. And when you've collected your chi, look at me not being distracted. Failing. I was trying so hard. Collecting your chi. Focus on your middle. There we go. Closing the eyes always helps. To bring you back to your middle, to your center. And then place your hands below your belly button. For the ladies, the right hand first, the left hand on top, and for the men, the other way around. Your knees are soft, and I want you to move in an up and downwards motion as if you're kind of shaking. You're not jumping, you're shaking. Shaking, your hands are pressing against your bladder. And this is called moving the sea of chi. Your shoulders are relaxed, your elbows are down below your shoulders. And you increase the intensity of this shaking. You start slowly, then it gets more intense. And then you bring it back down again for about a minute, approximately. And it gradually gets slower and slower until you eventually come back to stillness. Your eyes are closed. Breathing and feeling. And then take 3 deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. And then release the chi in your hands and rub your hands together. That was me explaining how I couldn't even feel my hands anymore. So rubbing your hands together, creating lots of heat, and then bring the hands, rest this energy now on your kidneys, just for a moment. And then give it up, what you don't need. Raise your hands, bring your palms together, bring your feet together, and bow to yourself and to your beautiful space for this practice. Thank you.
Yes, I